Welcome back.
The parliamentary debate on the government's stance and its future course of action with regard to the US-sponsored resolution on Sri Lanka at the UNHRC concluded yesterday. These are several views that were expressed during the debate.
Garu Suresh Premachandran Mantituma adu swarupayat venas kalla.
Parliamentarian Suresh Premachandra has changed the way he looks. He has worn a western suit and he has changed his look completely. I think you are trying to go to America.
Alut swarupayak pennala man hidanne tamunnaanse Amerikawata yanna thamai ada soodanam wanne. Man dakka Vesh I be not you sir, I respect you. Mama tamunnaansaken illa sitinawa me garu Sambandhan Mantitumaata ida denna me pakshe nayakatwaya.
I request from you to allow MP Sambandhan to take the party forward under his leadership. He has a need and the experience to provide a lasting solution to this issue.
Me avasan visudumak laba denna.
Tamathesiya Koottamaipina nadamurayikku eduvana valimurayana koori.
Representatives of the Tamil National Alliance have indirectly assisted the government by not attending the sessions at the Human Rights Council in Geneva. I appreciate the Tamil National Alliance coming forward to extend its assistance to the government in this manner.
The EPDP leader and party parliamentarian Chandrakumar Murugesu also expressed their views in Parliament yesterday.
I would like to comment on the accusations that have been levelled at the EPDP in the LLRC report. The Commission has thrown mud at our party by stating questions that were not asked from me and information that I did not mention when I testified before the Commission. I will go to courts in this regard. We constantly say that recommendations of the LLRC, which was appointed by the President after the end of the war, needs to be implemented. The recommendations of the Commission have been made based on the information that was provided by various people. Therefore, this report is an important one.
Moving away from parliamentary proceedings and taking a look at other local stories now. The JVP held its commemoration of April Heroes in Colombo today.
The event was held at the open-air theatre of the Vihara Mahadevi Park to commemorate the JVP members who died during the 1971 April insurrection. Meanwhile, 2 books based on several speeches delivered by JVP founder Rohana Vijayveera were also unveiled at the event.
Speaking in Colombo today, Country Director of the International Labour Organization, Dongling Lee, says that the youth unemployment rate in Sri Lanka, which is 19%, is almost double the youth unemployment rate in South Asia.
A workshop on technical validation on national human resources development and employment policy was held in Colombo this morning.
The global employment picture is not so optimistic. In Sri Lanka, although a middle-income country, the unemployment rate among youth was still high, about 19%, and also higher in comparison with that of the youth unemployment rate in South Asia, which is 10.3%. The Sri Lanka youth unemployment is about 19%. If looking at relations between education level and unemployment, it appears the higher the education level among youth, the higher the probability of being jobless. It is because unemployment and underemployment are such a critical issue that ILO is providing technical support to the government to formulate the national human resources development and employment policy.
Senior Minister of Human Resources D.W. Gunasekara also addressed the gathering.
We always talk of about 5% unemployment at national level. Really, I stress the fact that the hidden fact is that the youth, uneducated youth unemployment, educated youth unemployment is in the range of between 16 and 20%. This is going to be a big challenge. And less attention is being paid, I think, by the planners themselves. Our public service, For the last 6 years, we have almost doubled. It's 1.3 million now. 13 lakhs. From 6 lakhs to 3. I think in terms of the population, I think it must be the biggest public source in the whole world. How long can we expand? Impossible. Can the treasury bear it up? Impossible. So we'll have to find alternative avenues of employment.
Minister Duke Gunasekara expressing his views at an event held in Colombo this morning. We're now going for a short commercial break. When we come back, we take a look at around the world in 99 seconds.
Unnecessary and unwarranted delay in our judicial system.
Are not all that happy about the upholding of the rule of law in our country.
The rehearsals for the grand finale of Yes Superstar Season 2 are heating up, with not only the 2 finalists but the other participants who took part in the show also set to take the stage. Our cameras visited the Stein Studios in Ratmalana today as well to bring you the latest on the preparations that are underway ahead of Saturday's finale.
The top 2 finalists of Yes Superstar Season 2, Dulani Ramanathan and Jude Pereira, will battle it out in the final by performing 2 solo songs each and a duet which will take the form of a face-off. The showstopper of the evening would be a scintillating group number by the top 10 contestants of Yes Superstar. There would also be a number of guest acts and dancers that would add colour to what is turning out to be a blockbuster event. The state-of-the-art Stein Studios in Ratmalana will host the final of Yes Superstar Season 2, which would be telecast live from 6 p.m. onwards on MTV Sports. The live voting to select this year's Yes Superstar is expected to begin by 7 p.m. on Saturday. Very good evening to you. You're with Sports First with me, Suhan Fernando. Starting off with cricket, Kevin Pietersen's century and some solid batting from the top order helped England post 460 runs in their first innings against Sri Lanka on day 3 of the second test at the Pisara Oval in Colombo. Earlier, Sri Lanka were bowled out for 275 runs in their first innings. Details of this will come up in a while, but before that, at a media briefing held after today's play, England batsman Kevin Pietersen, who produced a brilliant knock of 151 runs, expressed these views.
I think when you're in good form, you got to cash in, and all the hard work that I've done with Mushi over the last, since the end of the second test match in Dubai, paid off, not just for me today, but it paid off for Cookie. The way Cookie played, absolutely brilliant. Strauss started magnificently yesterday, just unfortunate on a cut shot, which he's brilliant at. Bally was good last week. I mean, it's not just me that's cashed in on good form. All the batters have come to the party, and we were going to get rewarded. And to score 400 odd in the first innings here is a nice little reward for the hard work we've all put in.
Kevin Pietersen's knock was the difference. He was absolutely superb. But yeah, a tough day. But credit to England, who batted well. They set it up really well, and you know that a side with that sort of record and that sort of reputation is going to put in a very good, much improved performance. They were obviously disappointed with the first test match, and so I think any time you walk on the field against England, the current England side, you know you're up for a heck of a tough match. So there was no case of anybody thinking that it would be any different. We knew it was going to be a very tough match.